Hey, how's it going? Rant and chill, Mr. Deadman here. How you deadheads doing? I need a name for you guys. Like Sleazy Peasy Martini, he has crackheads. I have nothing against crackheads. If you're a crackhead, you can watch too. That's fine. Can't call you guys crackheads though. That's his thing. Memes now illegal in Scotland. That's right. It's sad. So I don't know if they can laugh at these Biden memes. It might be too offensive. It might be ageist or something. Which is weird because the Democrats shouldn't be saying anything about that because they hate old people, which is why they sent sick people into the nursing homes to kill them. They also hate babies too. Really, the Democratic Party is just the party of hatred. They hate babies, they hate old people, they just hate life in general. Okay, let's go ahead and laugh at some Biden memes. I think that's what we're gonna do, and then we'll talk about the Atlanta Robin Tug and how it's not a hate crime. Come on, guys, and then we'll get into Count Dankula's video and how Scotland is. I don't know, man. Orwellian doesn't really describe. I guess too on the nose there. Boneheads, absolute boneheads. Dickheads. No. That's something else. No, boneheads. Maybe that'll work. Maybe. There's deadheads, but that's I think the Grateful Dead had that. So anyway, I'll put on this background music for ambience. Okay, let's get into classic Democrats. That's right. Well, anymore in the American system, it's hard to tell who's who anymore. It's hard to tell who's who. All right, let's go ahead and laugh at some Biden falling because we got to. And some people might say, "Oh, it's mean. We shouldn't laugh at this man falling down." Are you kidding me, man? They didn't let up for a second when Trump had to gingerly walk down the ramp. Okay, so no, we're not letting up. Don't let up. We're going to laugh at this, and we're going to have fun. Here we go. Just like that. So beautiful. Some of these you've probably seen, some of them you haven't. Let me know in the comment section or let me know in the chat if you haven't seen these before. That's what we need. That's the future. Is he taking a shit on that thing too? Huh? Or is he thinking of his next little jab for Putin to call him a killer? Take him like a month for him to come up with a new thing. Which is why he'll never do a live debate with Putin. Come on, man. It'd be embarrassing. This one's good. Oh God, her laugh is evil. But you know she was laughing. You know she was like, "Oh, is it my turn yet? Come on." Why are the Democrats so afraid just to do it? Just do it. Stop being pussies about this whole thing. Stop beating around the bush. Just be like, "Look, Biden's too old to be president. He's really just a puppet. Kamala, come out. It's you. We all know it's you. All right. Come on now. Come on." My theory is there's other people behind the scenes controlling him and not just Kamala Harris. If it was just Kamala Harris, she would be the forefront and it'd be visible. Like we would know it's just her. But there's other people behind the scenes that are doing stuff. And I'm not even talking about like our foreign allies, if you want to get there. No, I'm talking about just even at home. You know for damn sure Nancy Pelosi's her hands up with his ass. You know for damn sure Barack Obama's hands up Joe Biden's ass. If you want something done, now's the time to do it. Line your pockets. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Oh, where do you go?
All right, that might actually be the best one. We'll see. We'll see. We got some Mario Kart ones. There's this one. Get the triple banana there. It's too early in the game for them to give him at least 4 months. Too early in the game for a game that's not rigged, I guess. But it is a game that is rigged, that's fortified. So they for some reason seem very timid and fearful that they may lose their power or something. But if they just fortify every election like they've been doing, then what's the problem? Are they worried that the other side is going to be like, well, if they're going to fortify, we're just going to fortify too? And then, because that's what's going to happen, huh? That's what's going to happen. Everyone's going to be fortifying every election. Okay. Oh, that's just me. I thought I had another one up. Oh, man, I didn't. I could have sworn I did. Oh, was it this one? It was this one. Here we go. He couldn't even avoid the banana.
Why do we lose?
Okay, I think out of those, about 5 we've seen, 5 or 6. I think the best one still has to be the Trump hitting him with hitting him in the head with golf balls. That's just classic. Did you see today, deadheads, boneheads? Did you see today that some bizarro land we're in, where Trump and CNN were in agreement about Biden, and one little thing, that Biden definitely has a crisis, and it's wrong. It was wrong of him to prevent the press from going down to the border to talk to the border agents and see what's going on there. Oh my God. Man, like I said, thousands upon thousands coming in every day. You got border towns, Del Rio, 125, I think my immigrants come in every day. 125 doesn't sound so big. But we're talking about a small town. Oh, man. They don't have the resources to take care of that small influx. And actually, 125 each day, that adds up very quickly. In fact, the mayor of that town, the mayor of Del Rio, was trying to tell Biden, hey, we don't have the resources for this. We can't do this. We can't sustain these people. We already have a crisis already because of the freeze, or had one. So, no, we cannot do this. We have a budget for us, and the budget's for our people, for our town. It's okay. It takes care of us. We don't have the money to take care of all these illegal immigrants, whatever. That's what I say, man, really, the place where these illegal immigrants can go, if it's not back to where they're from, which is where really they should go, maybe ship them all to Washington, D.C. Just, hey, if all these illegal immigrants want to come over here because Biden gave them the green light and opened the door for them, they're wondering where the Biden shirts, haul them on the bus, tell them, hey, you know what? You're going to meet Biden in person. You want to meet Biden in person? Be like, yeah. See. Okay, get in the bus. We're going to go to Washington, D.C., and we're going to drop your asses there. Okay? And if you have any grievances, you just take it up with Biden. You just take it up with him. How about that? Yeah, you rent out the fucking White House. You rent out the fucking White House to these people. How about you do that? You rent out fucking Congress. You rent out Nancy Pelosi's office. Huh? Let's do that. And so what's happening is ICE is spending, what, $86 million on hotel rooms on the southern border to house these people? $86 million going to aid for illegal immigrants. I wasn't even pro Biden stimmy. I think the Biden stimmy is going to hurt us in the long run. That's what I told my wife. I mean, honestly, we should just probably just save it. I mean, and hope that inflation doesn't happen. What it is? But with the Biden stimmy, everyone got what, $1,400? No, not everybody. Only if you qualified. But at the same time, though, the government's giving $86 million, more than that even, to provide housing for these people. And we're still giving the country of Honduras, we're still giving them aid. That makes no sense, right? We talked about that before. Where these people will come over, they will cross from Honduras, go through Guatemala, go through Mexico, whatever, because Mexico doesn't want them. Mexico's just like, just pass on through. We don't want you here. You're not. No, we don't want you here. Keep on going. Keep on walking. But hey, if you could smuggle some balloons of heroin up your ass, you go ahead and do it. I mean, you might work with the cartels on that. Maybe they can help you on your voyage. You make that arrangement with them. But they'll pass through because they want that government cheese. They want those benefits. Because they're better than the benefits they're getting in Guatemala or Honduras. Okay. Oh, man. But it was very strange. It was very strange indeed to see that CNN actually quoted Trump and was in agreement with Trump on something. Weird. Orange man bad, right? See, eventually what's going to happen is this whole being nice of Biden thing is going to have to crack. It's just going to. I mean, all journalism is advertising anyway. All news, all what is advertising anyway. And if people aren't interested in the news, it's not sensational enough for them to read the articles, and they can't sell ads. So they're going to reach a point to where they're going to have to attack this president, attack Biden. Somehow, some way. Come on, bring out the things. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But, I mean, you see what they're doing here with the Rub and Tub story, with the Atlanta Rub and Tug, Robert Long, a white man. They'll tell you that very quick. It's a white man who shot and killed. When the story first broke, it was that he shot and killed 8 Asians at a massage parlor. That was the initial story, 8 Asians. But they changed it because the facts came up and the facts disagreed with the narrative. No, it was 6 Asians and 2 white people. And it wasn't even a hate crime. Like, the police involved in the investigation are like, it doesn't look like it was a hate crime. There's other facts that lead us in another way. They didn't get into specifics here. We'll get into specifics here. It's a massage parlor. Okay? It's one of those sleazy rub and tub places. I see them all the time. I live in, well, I think you guys know, Houston, Texas. Those sort of day spa places are every fucking where. And they're sleazy. They're super sleazy looking. They always have the really dark tinted windows, all the like the Thai day spa thing, whatever. Yeah, super sleazy, and the neon signs always on bright at night. It's like, I don't think they're open right now, but damn, they're advertising. They're advertising to someone here. But yeah, he went to one of those places. Why? Well, the shooter himself revealed why. Depending on what article you read, you may get that statement from Robert Long, where Robert Long will tell you that he had a sex addiction. And he kept on going to these massage parlors. He couldn't stop. Eventually, I guess he got too handsy with them, and they're like, no, you can't come here anymore. Well, fuck that. You can't tell me no. So the guy wasn't even an incel. Some people will try to frame it as this guy was some sort of basement dwelling incel or celibate. No, not even. None of those things. None of those things are true. The truth is the guy got a little too handsy with these massage parlor chicks. And I mean, okay. They're doing a rub and tub and he just wanted a little bit more. Maybe try to like finger bang. They're like, no, you don't do me. I do you. I do you. White man. I do you. Robert Long. They wouldn't know his name. But yeah, so he probably wanted to do something extra on the side, but no, they weren't having it. Kicked him out. He was like, fuck you. It shot him up. It's very simple. It's a very simple story. So not coming from a place of hatred, okay, especially like race hatred or whatever. I mean, when you kill somebody, there's hatred involved in that. You hate that motherfucker. You want them gone from the world, but that's not what they mean. They're trying to make it like a race thing, right? Oh, he hates Asian people. No, if he hated Asian people, why would we go in there for some putang, huh? Why couldn't he quit the miso soup, the sweet and sour dip? Why couldn't he quit that? Because he loves that. The motherfucker had yellow fucking fever. No. He doesn't hate Asian people. He loves Asian people. He just hates being told no. Templar, get a wrench. That's right. Okay. That's crazy, but they want to frame that. They want to frame that as, oh, we got it. We got one. We got proof that there's this epidemic of white on Asian violence. Oh my God, we got it, man. We got it. They'll run with that headline. They'll try to. But if you pay attention, even the articles, even CNN. Was it CNN or Washington Post? Which one did it first? It was like, this may not actually be a hate crime, guys. That's where the narrative is breaking. It's falling apart, man. Give it some time. Give it some time. It's starting to crumble. The cohesiveness of this message. And this one in particular. But they want to say it was a hate crime. But not even law enforcement will back that up. Like, no, actually, he took out a bunch of prostitutes. They won't say that. See, there's another thing to this, too. You could say that what the guy did by pretty much shutting down one of those sleazy day spa places was actually good for the Asian community. Shutting down the exploitation of, well, illegal immigrants and children. I'm not saying that facility did, but I will say, just living in Houston, Texas, I know, and there's plenty of stories out there. I got some here for the show, that there's a number of those day spa places in Houston. And Houston's like the number one, I think number two places for human trafficking, especially sex trafficking. Those places get shut down quite a bit. Why? Because there's forced labor. Because they have illegals in the back. Illegals from Vietnam or from Thailand. They don't really have to be Thai anyway. It's just Thai massage parlor. It's just a name. Like the average American even knows that could tell the difference between a Vietnamese person or Thai person or Chinese person. They don't care. They don't care. Yeah, and it's amazing how those places just pop up so frequently. And the amount of effort like the police have to do or to go through to actually shut those places down, quite a bit, because you have to prove that they're doing this stuff. You have to prove that they're actually pretty much providing prostitution in those facilities. So to do like stings or whatever, but they're pretty smart on that stuff. I mean, they're pretty sophisticated. I mean, they have to be, or someone's being paid to look the other way, because you see these places and there's, I think Ricada talked about this on one of his streams. There's really no zoning laws in Houston. It's fucking chaos. You can have like a school, and right next to the school, you can have like a Shipley's Donuts, or right next to the Shipley's Donuts, you can have one of those Thai massage parlors. It's crazy. It's fucked up. I'm gonna describe it that way. You could have a liquor store next to a school in Houston, Texas. It's fucking wild, man. I love it. At the same time, it's like, well, guys, maybe it's not a good look, but whatever. Well, according to you, you're a damn Arab. I'm an Arab. Yeah, I was born in Saudi. I told that story. When I was 18, I had to sit down and determine whether or not I was going to stay, because dual citizenship, I guess, decide which one I wanted to go all the way. Turn back time, I'd probably go, I don't want to go Saudi. I want to become a Saudi national. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get that Saudi money. The royal family money. Get some of that shit. Fuck. I want to give two shit. Dude, that'd be fucking cool. Hey. You could live that life, you fucking would. You would. Have that fuck you money, not give two shits. Okay. So the rub and tug story, I guess the last thing I can say about that is obviously the media is trying to use that. Well, it's funny because the media wants to use that as a hate crime story, but it's fallen apart. But you see the Democrats, you see Kamala Harris really push it out there still that it's a hate crime. And you see these demonstrations with Black Lives Matter and stuff, trying to use it too and trying to get the Asians against the whites by saying Asian Lives Matter. Now they're doing rallies where they say Black Lives Matter, Asian Lives Matter. It's funny, they can't say all lives matter because obviously the white guy doesn't matter. And that's the truth, because it's Black Lives Matter, Asian Lives Matter too, Black Lives Matter, Asian, they'll do that. So what's going to happen though is there's a lot of crime going on that's not being reported. Well, it's being reported, but the perpetrators aren't being shown on camera. See, in San Francisco or in Oakland, whenever a black man stabs or push downs or kills an Asian person, they're not shown on camera. Their name might be mentioned briefly, but they're not shown on camera. You don't see their shot because they don't want you to really know that. Just pretend like it didn't happen. Well, guess who's not pretending that it didn't happen? The Asian community. Eventually, and that's happening now from what I hear, that they're starting to arm up. Hey, sounds like pretty soon we're going to get some rooftop Koreans. They're arming up, buying ammo, buying guns. The media is not reporting what's going on to them. They're trying to frame, the media is too busy trying to frame it like it's like some sort of like white nationalist, Asian hating crime surge, whatever. Okay, well, if the media is not going to help things, if the police aren't going to help things, then the Asian community are just going to help themselves. And when that fucking starts happening, when they start shooting brothers in the street, how are they going to report that? It's breaking down. The simulation is starting to break down. Okay, that's a good thing. That is a very good thing for us. Because if they can't keep their lies going, that means the truth is going to come out. And it's going to wake some people up. Shatter their fucking reality. Black Lives Matter came out against Israel, so the whole movement's ghosted now. Yeah, you go on Twitter, and every now and then you'll see some Black Lives Matter people going against Israel. Bronx Pete says he must learn the way of the janitor, King Jenny's Sargoy. Amazing. Cool. How many push-ups can you do, dead man? It's whatever. Okay. All right, Bronx. All right, let's get into this video here with Count Dankula talking about Scotland passes an anti-human rights bill. This is crazy. You could be arrested. You could go to jail for having a meme on you. Having a meme on you. You can even go to jail if you're in your own home, in your house. The house you pay for, the house you rent, or the house you bought and you're just paying off the bank. In your own home. With your own family. If you say something that is insulting or offensive, you can be reported and you do 7 years in prison. That makes no fucking sense. If that, I could imagine the conversation at the dinner table. Like, what are you going to report me? Are you going to report me to the authorities because I said a color joke? Okay, I'll tell you what. You go ahead and make that report, but you better call for an ambulance too, because I'm going to kick your fucking ass for making that call. But I'm your son. I don't give a fuck. You're 18 now. You could take a beating. Now let's watch this. Put it on the screen here.
I understand that this happened last week, and even though it's a major free speech thing that happened in Scotland, I haven't made a video about it on this channel, which is, you know, the first thing you would expect. The reason I haven't is my daughter was born on St. Paddy's Day.
Oh, that's nice. That does kind of bring a smile to my face. His daughter was born. All right, that's cool. That's cool.
So obviously since then I've been very
Changing a lot of poop diapers.
Very busy, and I'm currently running on about 6 hours sleep. So my IQ has dropped considerably.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have babies.
I'm not focused. None of this feels real. I'm not sure if I'm awake or dreaming right now. Fatherhood's great. But yeah, basically, Humza Yousaf and the SNP.
I will say though, when you nap with your baby, like, you know, you're not supposed to co-sleep with them, but you know how it is. You rock them, you put them on your shoulder, whatever. They go to sleep. You kind of go to sleep too, whatever. Man, those sleeps are fucking good. Anyway, I just like the bond that you have when you hold like your little baby right here, your little one. It's been many years since I did that, but it's a good feeling.
Took away the human rights of 6 million people in Scotland, all because Humza Yousaf got mean tweets. That literally is why he tried to pass this legislation. Humza Yousaf, like one single politician, got mean tweets, and so decided to take away the human rights of 6 million people.
Wow. So one politician is offended by tweets, so he wants to get rid of harmful, hateful tweets for everybody. Okay. I guess that politician doesn't know how to use the block button or mute button. Oh, actually, they probably can't use the block button, can they? They probably have to sit there and take it. They should take it. Hey, you know what? If you want to be a politician, if you want to be empowered to govern us, you better take all the shit we fling at you. You do not mute. You do not sweep. You do not Janny the messages. If you can't take it, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. I mean that too with AOC. If AOC can't take the shit, can't take the heat, get the fuck out. I mean that with everybody, with everyone, when it's their time.
I mean, this is the political equivalent to getting bullied in class, so you shoot up your entire school. That is what this legislation is, and I've got it here, and I'll include a link to this page down below. Basically, this hasn't been updated. It has actually.
It should be called the Massive Pussy Bill. That's what it should be called.
Yeah, past stage 3 at this point, and it basically means if there are certain, you know, particular protected groups, so the privileged groups, let's just be honest and call them what they are. They have special protections under law, so they are now privileged groups.
So wait. So black people, this law doesn't apply to black people? So if you're a black person and you have offensive tweets about, let's say, like Israel or whatever, it don't matter. It's like, okay, let's let them slide. it doesn't matter. It's like, okay. You can have like the greedy merchant memes on there. You could have a black person could literally have like a swastika and like and have like a manifesto of killing, I don't know, killing Jews, and you get a pass. I don't know. It sounds crazy.
If you say any, deriding comments, offensive comments, or anything like that, that stirs up hatred, right? Now, what does that mean? Well, it seems they don't know either, because they don't actually define it in the bill. It's completely open to interpretation by any judge or prosecutor or anything like that, and basically a nice big...
Anything that stirs up hatred. Wow, man. That's so vague. It could apply to like differences on like sports teams, could apply to like politics, could apply to religion. Oh man, just so you can't have a post. You all you can really talk about are your cats, your dogs, maybe coffee. I don't know what could you possibly fucking talk about? You take away like the political memes or the joking memes around. I mean, what the fuck can you talk about?
Fat legal grey area, which governments love those. Governments love those. It basically means that they can bend the law to whatever way they need. What way do they need the law to suit them? They now have a nice grey area to turn it into whatever they need for the time. And basically there are such fantastic things in this bill as, for example, being in possession of offensive memes, or memes that could stir up hatred. What does that mean? Again, we don't know. So simply being in possession of offensive memes.
Possession of offensive memes? This sounds fucking retarded. But yeah, Mom's right, really. It mentions that Dankula had already been to prison for anti-Semitic memes. An anti-Semitic, or quote, anti-Semitic video. It was a funny video. The pug doing the little Sig Heil thing. It was funny. That's funny and harmless. Jesus Christ. But this guy knows firsthand. This guy knows firsthand how far the government will go to silence you over having too much fun. Fucking idiots.
Or, now here's the fun part, or if you say something in your own home at the dinner table, and this thing could apparently stir up hatred, if someone at the dinner table decides to rat you out, you could face up to 7 years in prison.
And that hatred is so vague. So what if, like, at the dinner table, the boomer dad was like talking about some guy, his buddy of his or whatever, and he used the word retard. It's like, Dad, you can't use that word. It's so offensive. It's like, what? My buddy is a retard. He's a hard R retard. He's born that way. And she's like, oh my God, I can't take this. I'm going to call the police. I don't know. It seems so weird that people would do that. But shit, with what I do for a living, people call the government for all sorts of shit, don't they? But, okay. So I could see this. I could see families going through this issue. Maybe it's like a son or daughter or that's don't really want to be there. They're not really invested in the family. They think their dad's a piece of shit. They think the mom's a piece of shit. They're only there for the free housing, essentially. Then that's going to be the moment that they're getting kicked out of the fucking house too. Yeah, you go ahead and make that call and rat me out to the authorities for saying hard R retard or saying the word, let's just say it, nigger. So if you said that word at your house, maybe you're reading Stephen King, okay? Maybe you're reading Stephen King and you say the word nigger because it's there. You said it in context. And then someone was offended by that. And it stirred up hatred. It could stir up hatred. You could be reported and do 7+ years for that. Wow. Wow. In that situation, that little shit that reported me, like I said, better call a fucking ambulance. And you know what? I don't even care if they are. a child or not, they better call a fucking ambulance because they're getting an ass whooping at that point.
And just so you know, by the way,
Yeah. Imagine, because that's what's gonna fucking happen. I mean, that's the mentality. Like, if this were to happen in the States, that's the mentality that you would see, especially in redneck families, especially in fucking redneck families. Be like, yeah, you're gonna report me. Yeah, you go ahead and report me. But you better call an ambulance too. you better do that.
and that goes the same for possessing offensive memes as well. And one of the things that's going to come off from this is basically, where do you get offensive memes from? Well, you can get them from Twitter, Facebook, anything like that, which means...
So you're gonna have offensive meme dealers. It's treated like drugs. Oh, this is so fucking stupid. This sounds insane. There's the drug war. Now there's the meme war, and it's literal. Oh God. This is actually. This is so funny that it's. I actually want to see this play out. I want to see Scotland implode over the meme war. Start imprisoning all its people, all its citizens, just by half of them anyway, for offensive memes.
Means you constantly access websites where there are such things. I mean, it works the exact same way as, like, for example, child porn. I mean, if you are going on a website all the time that hosts child...
Oh, so if you go... Oh, so websites that host offensive memes are going to be shut down. 4chan's gone. Kiwi Farm's gone. I better have a VPN.
child porn, then you've probably got some child porn on your computer. That's enough for a warrant, which is fine. And as far as child porn goes, I've got no problem.
Yeah, it makes sense if you apply it to child porn. No one would bat an eye or even care if it was applying to child porn. But applying this to memes, things that doesn't make any sense, that's where it gets crazy.
Problem with that at all. But when it comes to offensive memes, you know, who uses Facebook and Twitter and who uses, like, Reddit and all these places you get offensive memes? Well, absolutely everyone. Absolutely everyone uses those, which basically means that in order for them to get a warrant to search your electronic devices or seize your electronic devices, well, it's going to be so much easier. It is going to be extremely easy. Basically, absolute complete surveillance state. This is...
And would the police even know what the fuck they're looking at? Do the police even know what a meme is? Like, so they're pretty much getting... They could just go through all your electronic devices looking for offensive memes. And that sounds so fucking vague in general. Like, what do you mean offensive memes? Like, what are we talking about here? Oh, you got a Pepe the Frog meme. Dude, that thing's dead. Yeah, but you're doing 7 years for it. In fact, you got like 7 of them. You know what? Shit, man. You better pray we don't add additional charges. It's like, come on. What if you had videos of Biden falling and tripping? Or tripping and falling? What about that? Oh, God. Like, what are they looking for? I don't think the police would even know what it is they're looking for. Because sometimes some of these cops are not very savvy with, like, internet culture or especially memes and stuff. They don't fucking know. It would be they're going to go based on what's reported. If someone reports, "Oh my God, my dad had this meme, it had Hitler on it. Oh my God, it was comparing Hitler to Stalin and how Hitler was better or Hitler did nothing wrong." I was like, okay. They go to the house. They get a warrant to check the phone. They check the phone. They see that meme. I was like, okay, sir, you're going to jail for 7 years. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And now you got to write an essay about how much, how you regret that decision. Mm-hmm. It's so fucking dumb. A bunch of fucking Karens, man. This is like the Karen bill.
Warrants are now blank checks to the Scottish government. And the fun thing about it is, as well, the maximum sentence for these things is 7 years.
I thought the Scottish people were supposed to be hardened badasses. What happened? What happened?
Right? The maximum sentence for possession of child porn in Scotland is 10 years. So basically, you can almost get the exact same maximum sentence as someone possessing child porn for having offensive memes in your phone. Or
it's a no way. So getting caught with CP, getting caught with offensive memes, they have the same length of time. Oh, you'd be serving the same amount of time. Oh, that's bullshit. First off, you shouldn't be serving any time for an offensive meme. I don't care how offensive it is. Okay? I mean, it could be a meme that's pro furries and pro lolly. I still say you shouldn't have to serve time. Kind of torn on that one, but say you shouldn't have to serve time for that. Well, especially if it was like in the U.S. Be like, well, all right, it's a stupid fucking meme. Disavow that meme. Oh, guys, what do you think about this?
saying a drunken uncle comment at the dinner table. Scotland has now officially become the most authoritarian part of the United Kingdom. In fact, it has probably now become the most authoritarian part of Europe, if you want to.
Now, I want to see how they enforce this, though. It's one thing to have a law there. It's another thing to enforce it. And sure, if there's a law, people will enforce it, people will use it. But sometimes some laws are still in the books and no one enforces it, like laws on sodomy and shit, especially in Texas. The way sodomy was defined, you could have even included oral sex in that shit. And really, those laws, I think, were written to kind of address homosexuals. But no one enforces those fucking laws. Because how the fuck do you report that shit? They're going to report what two people are doing in the fucking bedroom? Okay, good luck on that. Good luck on that. I mean, there's retarded laws on the books in certain country or certain states in the U.S. where there's a law. I forgot what state it was, that it's illegal for a pig to have sex with another animal, like on a runway. It makes no sense. I have to look up that again, dude. It makes no sense. My point is, though, there's laws out there that are not really applicable. You can't really apply them. They don't really work well. No one's really going to enforce it, and I'm hoping that this bill kind of becomes that it gets. Well, it's Scotland. See, if it was America and someone got hit with this, they could try to sue and say First Amendment rights and all that shit. And you know what? They would have a leg to stand on there. They definitely would, because that would be essentially the government saying what you can't say. And that would be illegal. Very illegal. But this is Scotland. So I don't know what they'll say.
Call it that. We're not European. Shut up, go away, Remainers. Right, but that is the case now. So the land of Scotland, freedom, Braveheart is authoritarian now. It's authoritarian.
Hell, the Braveheart movie would be an offensive meme. Shit.
As hell. We now have a grey area law that literally enforces inequality by protecting special privileged classes. The government has now enforced inequality. It has now actually enforced inequality. And all of this came from Humza Yousaf getting mean tweets. Because he got some mean tweets, he decided to take away the human rights of 6 million people.
6 million people lost the right to post memes because one politician got butthurt. See what happened? See what happened, internet? You went too hard on this politician and you made him cry. Now he's taking away the rights of everyone. Now, internet, you did right. You did right. In fact, go even harder. Go even harder and try to show this guy that you can't stop. You can't stop this. Because everyone outside of Scotland needs to find this guy. I don't know who this politician is. I probably missed it. He'll probably tell me. Probably already said it. I'll probably go back. Just bombard them with memes. Bombard them. Just bombard them with memes. And that's what you do. What do y'all say to that? I was checking a message, making sure my crack cocaine's coming in.
Politicians, like basically constituents, should be able to enact votes of no confidence in their own MPs. Constituents should be able to enact votes of no confidence in their own MPs. Surveys were done. Over 80% of Scottish people did not want this law. Over 80% of Scottish people did not want this law, but the overwhelming majority of Scottish Parliament voted it in because MPs are absolutely clueless and...
So the people hate this law, but the MPs love it. Parliament wants it. Well, then what you have to do then is see if Parliament's really going to enforce it. See if the police will enforce this law. Force their hand. What are they going to do? Lock up everyone over fucking memes? It sounds ridiculous. You know what? This is the current Braveheart. Braveheart. This is Braveheart 2021. Okay? You guys got to hold the line. Hold the fucking line. Bombard this guy with memes. Don't let up. This is for your freedom to post memes. That's what it is. This guy says you can't do it. Parliament says you guys can't post and share offensive memes, but that people want that freedom. It's the only thing keeping you away. The only thing keeping you sane in this fucked up world. That you continue to do it. By the way, this freeze frame is great. He looks fucking high as shit right there. Go harder on this. Okay. And like I said, even if you had Braveheart on your phone, that would be an offensive meme. Because Mel Gibson was canceled. Mel Gibson is racist or something. I don't know. That's offensive now. You got to do it. Just don't give up. Just bombard. That's what you have to do.
Either clueless or simply do not care about what the Scottish people actually want. MPs did this to protect themselves. Oh, but I keep getting people saying mean things to me online. Then quit. Then quit. You are in the wrong job. You are in the wrong job. Imagine being so weak. But you're supposed to be a leader of this nation. You're supposed to be a leader. You're an MP. You're a person in government. You wield so much power, and yet, by passing this law, you've all proved that you are beyond weak. So, sorry, but you need to go. You need to go. Government, leading a nation, no place for weak people. No place for weak people who, because they get some mean comments on the...
I'm agreeing with everything he's fucking saying right now. On point. On point.
Internet, they pass a law that takes away everyone's human rights, even though the overwhelming majority of Scots did not want this. The SNP have to go. The SNP have to go.
Flush
Elections are coming up.
Elections are coming up. Okay. If the election don't work, you know what to do. Bombard them with memes and see if they are willing to enforce that law. You don't even have to do a January 6th. You could just bombard them with memes, apparently. It hurt their feelings so much they might actually... Shit, you go hard enough, they might actually kill themselves. If they're that fucking triggered by memes, they might shatter their fucking mind, dude. Just don't let up. I like how there's 3 people that did not like this video. Just 3.
Up in May.
Like, probably members of Parliament. I don't know.
Make your vote count. I hope the Salmond Inquiry and all of this stuff just absolutely buries them. They are authoritarians. Right, in fact, they're authoritarians that are centred around a nationalist message. There's a word for that. It's one that I've been called a lot. It escapes my mind. It's on the tip of my tongue, but whatever. I've had no sleep. Fuck the SNP. Right? They just have to go. They just have to go.
I agree. They have to go. I mean, a law like this would not pass in America. They would try it. What they would have to do is go, well, what they kind of do now. Have social media be the platforms to really run that shit. Because then it's harder to say it's the government doing it because it's a private company doing it. When you could really, these social media platforms, you could easily say are now a utility the same way a phone company is. And the phone company is not going to cut you off because of you're a white nationalist or whatever, you know. They're not going to do that shit. Or cut you off because you had an offensive meme or some shit. No. That's the direction we should go with the social media platforms. Especially since they're built upon infrastructure that was paid by, well, how it's paid by us. Anyway, so this was fun. We talked a little bit about the rub and tub. We did the meme stuff, the Biden falling, and it had some border talk. Look at this lighting. Going for like a Zack Snyder look here. Kind of like the colors out of the room. Kind of liking it. Got a new camera. It has a light on it. Look really, really bright. If I don't know. I kind of like it, kind of don't. Definitely do not need it on right now, though. That's for sure. Anyway, yeah, guys, I think that's about it. I think we're wrapped up here. I look forward to what's going to come later on this week as far as the Asian violence narrative. It's starting to crumble. We'll see. We'll see how much it breaks down this week. When is it that we're going to hear about rooftop Koreans coming back? When is it that we're going to hear about, the Asian community rising up, protecting themselves, and shooting the people that are attacking them? I bet it's going to be soon. Anyway, you guys take it easy. Have a good one.